Hi guys, we are back to continue on. As you can see, I kind of messed up the site the other day. I pressed this little button up here and it did this. I have no clue what this is. What happened? It looks like it just kind of repeated itself. So maybe it's like a marker to help you like scroll down faster or something. I have no clue. But yeah. Wow, the music is so loud. Hold on. Come on. The button is right there. But my recording button's right there too. There we go. Jimmy. Okay. I'm still sick, so I apologize for the voice. But yeah. I know this is weird, but this is what I'm doing. I've actually, the reason why I wanted to do this is because one, the app looked really cool, and two, I've been really into D&D lately, but it's been hard to keep my schedule with D&D going. I'm currently in like 8-9 D&D campaigns, but unfortunately about 2 or 3 of them are currently on hiatus, waiting for the DMs to come back, and the other ones are getting a little sparse here, but hopefully they'll be adjusting soon. Anyways, so let's read what the DM said after I created my character. The DM. The thunderous boom of a nearby explosion jolts you back to consciousness. You find yourself lying amidst the rubble of a once sturdy building, now reduced to crumbling stone and splintered wood. The acrid smell of smoke and the coppery tang of blood fill the air as you slowly push yourself up to your feet, wincing at the throbbing pain in your head. Around you, the city is in chaos. The sounds of clashing swords, screaming civilians, and the relentless pounding of siege engines echo through the narrow streets. What do you do? Oh, I just type? Okay. What do I do? Oh God, I make my way to the roof of the building to get a look from above to see what's going on. Here we go. The more interesting your messages, the better your adventure will be. Both human and AI DMs are only as good as their players. Oh, I might need to be a little bit more detailed. Your attempt to scale the damaged building to reach the roof, seeking a vantage point over the chaotic city. Oh, they want me to roll. Oh, dexterity. Okay, here we go. Six. So 8 in total. That was bad. I failed that shit real quick. Your attempt to scale the crumbling facade of the building, seeking a higher vantage point. Your fingers scrape for purchase as dislodged stone and fractured timber, but the damaged structure offers little in the way of stable handholding. A shower of loose debris rains down around you as a section of monastery gives way under your foot, sending a jarring tremor through your body. You manage to brace yourself, preventing a fall, but realize this path to the roof is too precarious. The sounds of the city turmoil seems even more immediate. Immediate from your current exposed position on the ground level. A frantic group of citizens rush past, their faces echoed with terror, while the clan of steel draws closer from a side alley. What do you do? That's a good question. I have 1 point. I'm going... I leave the crumbling building behind as I stealth through the streets towards the danger. The chaos to investigate what is happening. Period. Along the way, searching for any of my syndicate allies. Period. Describe your actions with flair. Even mundane tasks even feel exciting if you weave your character's personality and style. Ooh, that's gonna be hard for me. I don't know if I could do descriptions as well as the DM is doing so far. You attempt to move silently through the war-torn streets, hoping to remain undetected amongst the chaos while searching for your allies. Please roll. It's a 13 to succeed or higher. Then I currently only have a 3, so I have to get a 10 or more. Oh no. Oh, plus my provision. Did I make it? I wonder if this DM does like exact, or if I had to do better. That's the question. Melding with the deep shadows cast by the burning buildings and tossed carts, you move like a wraith through the worn-torn streets. The cry of panic and the dying of the battle seems to part around you as you skillfully navigate the debris, using the chaotic environment to your advantage. Your dark vision cuts through the gloom, revealing true horror of the siege. Armored figures in unfamiliar livery clash with the city's guard, while strange, hulking beasts tear through the market stalls. As you creep past a ravaged apothecary, a faint, almost imperceptible symbol scrawled in chalk on a broken wall catches your eye. It's a stylus raven, a known marker of the lesser syndicate cell. The alley below it seems less chaotic, offering a potential path away from the immediate front line, or perhaps a hidden hidden Vis. I can't seem to pronounce that. I wonder if...
Talk back on. DM. Melding with the deep shadows. Accessible. Talk back off.
Oh, you guys, I might just have the AI read the DM so that way you don't have to hear my cold, sickly voice try to read. And you only have to hear mine. Okay, that's good to know. I was really worried that I was gonna have to read all the time, and I'm already losing my voice. Okay. I think at this point, monsters and guards fighting each other is a bad sign. So I think I'm going to go to the lower syndicate cell because I need allies. I need information, and I bet they would know. So I make my way towards the less chaotic path, towards the lesser syndicate cell, to hopefully find allies who can enlighten me on the situation, period. I also need to know where my savior boss is and make sure he's okay, period. Actually, sorry guys, I'm actually gonna cut this because I think actually I think it said I passed that apothecary, didn't it? Apothecary melding. Somewhere in here I heard about an apothecary. I know I read it. There it is. Ravaged apothecary. I would explore the ravaged apothecary to see if I could find any useful items or potions that could help me further my journey or along my journey before heading towards the less chaotic pathway towards the lesser syndicate cell to find my allies and pause. My allies and savior boss and possibly learn what is happening to our city. You're not just following a pre-written path, you're carving your own. Explore freely, set your own goals, and see how the world reacts. The more you invest, the more rewarding the adventure is. You meticulously search the ravaged apothecary for any useful items or potions that might have survived the chaos. I have to get higher than a 13, and I have to roll 13 or higher. Dear God. That's what happens when you get nothing in. Oh my God, finally! Oh! Hey, 21. That's a good roll. That's a good roll. So tell me what happens. Come on. Am I supposed to do... Usually it just switches over, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. It was lagging. Yay, healing potions. Take all. We want all the healing potions. Don't rely solely on the dice roll. Get creative with problem solving or using your character's strengths to interact with the world in inventive ways. So far, this is pretty decent. I'm not the very creative person that I am, so that's a little disappointing on my end, but this is doing really well. Oh, look! It tells you what I acquired. Oh, and I found gold. Heck yeah.
Talk back on. DM. Amidst the overturned shelves and shattered vials, your keen eyes discern several intact bottles beneath the fallen counter. You carefully retrieve 2 healing potions, their crimson liquid glowing faintly in the dim light. Further searching yields a small pouch containing 15 silver pieces, tucked away in a hidden compartment, and a tarnished silver locket with a forgotten crest etched into its surface, perhaps a forgotten keepsake or a clue. With the useful finds secured, you leave the ransacked apothecary. The alley marked with the raven symbol feels like a different world compared to the main thoroughfare. The cacophony of battle dulls to a muffled roar, replaced by the dripping of water from broken pipes and the rustle of debris. The shadows here are deeper, more inviting, a perfect cover for your journey deeper into the city's underbelly, and hopefully, closer to your allies.
It looks like there is a locket, but I didn't.
Accessibility.
It doesn't say
Talk back
anything
off.
about me gaining the locket. It just says I gained the gold. Huh. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, let's see what I could do is. I want to be creative, but like, I don't know. I make my way through the underbelly of the city, heading towards the command center. No, I don't feel like a syndicate would have a command center. It would be the hub. The hub looking for the leader of the lower syndicate. Lower syndicate. What is it? So. Sorry, my bad. Wrong button. Yeah, I didn't really have much I could say on that. I mean, I'm still confused with what's going on. I've created an amnesia character. You attempt to navigate the treacherous underbelly of the city using your stealth to avoid patrol and dangers as you make your way towards the hub. It saved 10. Nope, I failed that. Oh wait, my proficiency. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I did pass. Wonderful.
Talk back. DM. You glide through the twisting alleys and forgotten passages beneath the city, the sounds of the distant siege becoming fainter with every silent step. Your senses, honed by shadow, pick up on the subtle shifts in the air, the faint scent of stale beer and desperation that clings to this underbelly. The raven symbol appears sporadically, guiding you deeper into the labyrinthine district known as the hub. Eventually, you emerge into a small, grimy courtyard, illuminated by the flickering light of a single, caged lantern hanging above a nondescript door. The door itself is scarred and weathered, but a fresh, almost imperceptible scratch, a small raven, is etched into its lower corner. From within, muffled voices murmur, punctuated by the clinking of bottles and the occasional low chuckle. This is undoubtedly a syndicate safe house. Edit box. Except talk back off.
Interesting. Sounds like they don't know what's going on because they're cheering and laughing and. I push open the doors. I shove open the doors, slightly aggressive, after hearing the laughter and celebration after the chaos I walked through, journeyed through, period. Shocked that the information has not reached one of our syndicates who have spies all over the city. Syndicate. Cells. Period. Come on. Stop it. I need to turn off my notifications, dude. Volaris. I scowl in disgust, seeing the joy and the cheer after seeing all the death and destruction I had to adventure through, and the lack of security. Haste while chaos reigned above. Period. I shout out to these underlings. What is a good name? I wouldn't want to call him a captain, because we're not pirates, and I guess leaders just gonna have to work. Where is your leader, the Capos? Where's your cell leader area? Do you not know what's going on in your own section of the city? Question mark. Character death is permanent. What? Sometimes escaping or surrendering is the smartest choice. Leaving to seek payback can be far more satisfying than well, yeah, I would hope character death is. I hope we still get our saving throws though. That would be all bad if we didn't. Oh gosh. Oh, that just tripped me up. Character death is permanent. Well, thank you for that tip. I don't want to die yet.
Talk back. DM. You shove the weathered door inward with a sudden, forceful thrust. The muffled chatter and clinking bottles cease abruptly as all eyes inside snap towards you. The room is dimly lit, revealing a handful of syndicate toughs lounging at a rough-hewn table, a half-empty jug of ale between them. Their expressions shift from casual amusement to startled surprise, then quickly to suspicion as they take in your soot-stained, disheveled appearance. "Where is your cell leader?" you demand, your voice sharp with an edge of fury, echoing the raw frustration of the chaos you've just endured. "Do you not know what's happening in your own section of the city?" A burly man with a scarred face, seated at the head of the table, slowly rises. His eyes, though wary, hold a flicker of defiant arrogance. "And who, pray tell, are you to burst in here with such accusations, little shadow?" he rumbles, his hand casually drifting towards a dagger sheathed at his belt.
Ooh, I love that. He called me Little Shadow. But you should know who the fuck I am. I'm the Veil of Shadows, thank you. Everybody else here might be a little shadow, but I am the Veil of Shadows. I straighten up to full height. How tall do I want to be? Straighten up to... I straighten up to my full 5'9". No, I'm an elf. I'm an elf. I kind of want to be taller than that. But at the same time, I don't want to be too tall. Hey Google. What is the height range for elves in D&D?
Sorry, I don't understand.
What is the height range for elves in 5e?
According to Roll20, size, elves range from under 5 to over 6 feet tall and have slender builds.
Okay. So 6 is like the max I could be. Okay. Good to know. Okay, let's see. I feel like I want to go like 6. Technically, I could be taller than 6 foot. I could be a normally tall elf, but I don't think I want to go that route. And actually, now that I think about it, I want to give it some context here. How do I want to phrase this? And who, pray tell, are you to burst in here with such accusations, little shadow? Seated at the head of the table, slowly rises. Volaris is unfazed as the scarred by the burly man with the scarred face as he rises to intimidate her. Period. She has encountered far worse and more dangerous things than he. Period. And out of the two of them, he should be the one fearing for his life. Fearing for his life, as it seems he has not realized who she is. Period. Volaris scoffs. Volaris straightens up to her full 6 foot elven height Actually, I feel like shorter's better, due to the fact that we like a feisty short queen, but I don't want to go too short. I think I'm just gonna do average height instead for an elf. So 5'6", up to her full 5'6" elven height. Internally, she scoffs. Oops. I did not mean to go that far back. Height. Elven height. No, elven height. Okay, okay, and then, sorry, I keep pausing. I was working earlier. Oops. And then, I'm off work now, but I had to call my mom, so sorry if you're noticing that there's like little adjustments on screen. I would show myself so you could see me, but unfortunately, one, I look dreadful, and two, my phone recorder does not do that. Anyways, Volaris straightens up to her full 5'6" inches, 6" elven height. Internally, she scoffs and chuckles to herself by the audacity. To herself, since it's been a very long time since she's been called Shadow. Just been called Little Shadow. Period. She proceeds to stare him down. As he keeps in silence for a few moments, just enough to make him sweat. Period. Nope. No one has called me Little Shadow in many months. Since my first mission. Did I? Did I tell them what my character's age is. I know I mentioned for the last 20 years I don't remember crap. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Since my first mission, 2 years ago. I'm gonna go with 2. She's 22. We're gonna go with 2. Since my less than 2 years ago. Period. Now, I will not ask again. This will be your last chance. Do not. No. I'm trying to be intimidating, but I'm not very intimidating sick. Not your last chance. This is your last. No, that doesn't sound right. So once, for the last time. Yes, for the last time. So for the last time, where is the leader of your cell, underling? If he knows and hopefully if he knows what's good for him, he will either, one, realize who she is. The veil of shadows. Oh. Second. Thank you. That is my cold medicine.
You leaving me forever?
No, I gotta go see my son and I gotta go. I ain't have a chance to do
Sorry,
shit.
guys. Second. Second only to the big boss over the. Second only to the big boss. Drakus. Nope. Drakus. Is that how you pronounce it? Yep. Leviticus. Do. Leviticus. The veil of the shadow. The under. don't think she's the underboss yet. I feel like she hadn't earned that right yet, but she's definitely like the hand of the boss maybe would be better. No, second only to the big boss. Yeah. The underboss. The shadow boss. The veil of shadows. Shadow boss. I think that's enough. Perfect is boring. Give your character quirks and flaws and lead into their imperfections. That often makes her return. Yes, I do have D&D later, but it's an hour later than what my calendar just said. You attempt to intimidate the burly syndicate tough, asserting your authority, demanding to know the cell leader's whereabouts. Please be a good roll. Come on. Give me something good. No! 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 Shoot. I'm too disheveled to pass.
Talk back on. Everweave. DM, you fix the burly man with a stare, letting the silence stretch, expecting him to quail under your gaze. But the scarred man merely narrows his eyes, a sneer twisting his lips. Underling, EH. That's rich coming from a ghost who just crawled out of the rubble, screaming orders. He lets out a humorless chuckle, and the other syndicate members around the table shift, some gripping their own hidden weapons. Little shadow or big talk, it matters not here, he growls, his hand now firmly on the hilt of his dagger. Unless you've got some proof you're more than just another street urchin looking to stir trouble, you'll address me with respect, or you'll find out what happens to those who don't. The implicit threat hangs heavy in the smoky air, his companions murmuring in agreement. He clearly doesn't recognize you, or at least isn't willing to admit it. Accessibility. Talk back off.
Oh, I think it's time to fight. You guys, I think it's time to fight. I think it's time to fight. Ooh. Offended by this brute's brazen audacity to speak to you as he is. Speak me the way he is. Brute's brazen audacity to speak to me the way he is. Offended to me the way he is. Offended the way he is. And after giving him the benefit of the doubt, period. It's been years. It's been too long. Power struggling years to get where I've gotten to be treated this way. Period. Oops, no cats. It's been 2. Volaris would have slit his throat the moment he had tried to intimidate her and question her authority the first time, period. But due to the chaos and the craziness that she just came from, she was giving him she had given him more patience, more leeway than he deserved. Since he was unaware of what was going on outside, period. She proceeds to throw her cloak in the air to obscure the man's vision so she can stealth away, period, and dash around him. No, I'm not good at combat, dude. You guys, this is hard. Vision so she can stealth away. To pop up behind him as she cuts into his Achilles heel to make him kneel. Before slitting his throat. Period. Wow, that got really dark. Wow, that got really dark. I don't know why, but you know, when you're innocent, you kind of gotta be ruthless. And if she has no memory of her past, which I have no clue what that is yet, she could be a villain even then too. But yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Yeah. You're not just following a written path. You're carving your blah, blah, blah. Ooh, I think after this, little interaction, I'm gonna take a break. It's almost been an hour, you guys, listening to my sickly voice is not gonna help, and I also probably should take my medicine. Medicine, medicine, need some medicine. I love D&D. I actually want to try to be a DM eventually, but I'm too much of a Virgo perfectionist to just have it as it. So I'm technically prepared, but the music changed. Oh, shut up. Whoa. I did not expect that. Oh, I love it. I think that's actually my longest. Hold on. Wow. Nope. Either way, the music is just exactly that loud. We're gonna turn it down this way. I'm sure you guys can hear it totally fine. But wow, I did not expect that to happen. This is our first combat session. And I think, just so you guys are aware, I think like this is the longest paragraph I've ever written. Nope, there's another one. Okay, so never mind. I lied.
Talk back on. DM, offended by the brute's defiance, you snap. With a swift, almost imperceptible flick of your wrist, you send your cloak spiraling into his face, obscuring his vision. In the same fluid motion, you vanish into the room's deep shadows, preparing a decisive strike.
Combat encounter.
Combat encounter. It's Volaris, the Veil of Shadows turn. Accessibility.
I love that my name is in the title. Okay. So am I just supposed to write what I want to do? After stealthing into the shadows, she sneakily makes her way towards the brute to slice into his Achilles heel to make him kneel before her. That should have been stealthing.
Talk back on. DM, you move with the silent grace of a predator, your shadow blending seamlessly with the deeper gloom as you close in on the scarred leader. Your hand tightens around the hilt of your weapon, your eyes fixed on his exposed Achilles heel, a vulnerable target for your precise strike. DM, you attempt a stealthy melee attack against the scarred leader, aiming for a vital spot. Game die rolling for attack with advantage. Roll result is 22 vs 9, this is success. DM, your attack is swift and precise, a blur of motion as you target the scarred leader's exposed Achilles heel. He grunts in surprise and pain as your weapon bites deep. Roll result. Game die rolling for damage. DM, your precise strike severs tendons and muscle, causing the scarred leader to cry out in pain and stumble forward, clutching at his injured leg. Drop of blood. Volaris, the Veil of Shadows hits scarred leader for 7 HP.
I'm a little sad I don't have to do all the rolling, but at the same time, I
DM, with your cloak still swirling around you, you assess the scarred leader, who despite your powerful strike, is still standing, though clearly wounded and seething with renewed rage. His two thugs eye you warily, their hands instinctively going to their weapons. Your initial surprise attack has landed, but the fight is far from over. It's Syndicate Thug 2's turn. DM, Syndicate Thug 2, enraged by your attack on his leader, lets out a guttural roar and lunges towards you, aiming a wild, clumsy swing with his crude club. Game die rolling for attack. Attack roll 1. This is a critical miss. DM, the thug's wild swing sails harmlessly through the air as you effortlessly DM, the thug's wild swing sails harmlessly through the air as you effortlessly duck beneath his clumsy attack. It's Syndicate Thug 1's turn. DM, seeing his leader injured and his comrade's attack fail, Syndicate Thug 1 lets out a frustrated yell and charges forward, swinging his crude club in a desperate attempt to strike you down. Attack roll, 17 versus AC 14, this is a hit.
Oh, damn.
Drop of blood damage roll, 4 points of bludgeoning damage. DM, the thug's club connects with a sickening thud against your arm, a sharp jolt of pain reminding you of the danger. Your turn. And talk back off.
I'm a little sad I didn't get to roll or choose any of my situations, but, you know, what can I do? I believe I'm gonna get one. Ignoring Thug 1.
I'm gonna borrow a little bit of your
You proceed. No. Volaris proceeds to attack the rugged leader, attempting to get him in, aim her weapon at his throat. To stop the thug's allies, leader's allies from advancing. Period. Ignoring Thug 1, Volaris proceeds to, not Rue, attack the rugged leaders. By attempting to get her weapon at his throat to stop the lights from advancing. If you don't want to lose your ally, you will put your weapons down. Period. One more step towards me, and he's dead. And the big boss. It will be the end of this cell. This syndicate cell. Period. One more step towards me and he's dead. And I will make sure it's the end of the syndicate cell. When I relay to the big boss. Boss. what has as I relate to the boss, the misdeeds that expired here. Related to the boss. The sheer lack of wisdom this cell this feels like tattletelling. And I'm related to the boss. How useless this cell has been due to its lack of wisdom. Skill and insight.
Talkback on. Everweave. Double tap to activate.
I'm ready.
DM, you move swiftly, dropping your cloak over the fallen scarred leader, creating a momentary shroud before pressing your blade to where his throat would be. Your voice, cold and sharp, cuts through the tense air, echoing your threat to his startled companions. If you don't want to lose your ally, you will put your weapons down. One more step towards me and he's dead, and I will make sure it's the end of the syndicate cell when I relate to the boss how useless the cell has been due to its lack of skill and insight. The two remaining thugs look at each other, weapons still clutched, their expressions a mix of confusion and rising anger. DM, you attempt to leverage your precarious position, threatening the defeated scarred leader to intimidate his thuggish allies. Roll result is 18 vs 14, this is success. DM, your words hang heavy in the air, a chilling promise delivered with deadly seriousness. The thugs exchange nervous glances, their bravado faltering under your gaze and the implied threat to their leader. Their weapons, moments ago raised in defiance, now waver, their grip uncertain. They haven't dropped them yet, but their aggression has clearly been curbed by your calculated move and scathing assessment of their cell's competence. A tense silence fills the room as they seem to weigh their options, clearly intimidated by both your resolve and your implied connection to a higher authority within the syndicate. Call. DM, you have successfully intimidated the remaining thugs, leaving them hesitant to act. Your turn ends as they ponder their next move, their weapons still clutched uncertainly in their hands. It's Syndicate Thug 2's turn. DM, Syndicate Thug 2, still reeling from your threat and the unexpected swiftness of the leader's defeat, hesitates. His eyes dart between you and the cloaked form of the scarred leader, his hand loosening on his crude club as he cautiously weighs his options, deciding to hold his action for a moment. It's Syndicate Thug 1's turn. DM, Syndicate Thug 1, clearly unnerved by Volaris' sharp words and the implied threat to their leader, lowers his weapon slightly. He looks from his companion to Volaris, then back again, his face a mask of indecision. He remains rooted to the spot, unwilling to provoke further action, and cautiously passes his turn. Tuck back off.
Finally, some sign of intelligence. Wisdom is showing through. Now listen closely, because I will not repeat myself again. I shouldn't have had to say it in the first place. Period. I am the veil of the shadows. Volaris. The city is currently under attack by guards and monsters, and people are dying, and you were sitting here laughing and drinking. Period. So my abrupt my aggressive interruption was necessary due to your lack of incompetence. Dogs. Sorry about that, guys. Due to your sheer incompetence of not knowing what's going on in your own cell area. City zone. Cell zone. City cell zone. Zone. Period. Do not make me. Now, where is your leader? We need to organize and figure out what is going on. And find the big boss. Boss, before we lose more people. Of the city above. I pressed my blade into the rugged leader's neck, a bit more, causing blood to trickle out. Actually, I think blood is already trickling out. Hold on. Where his throat would be sharp, cutting through, blah, 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 da. The two remaining thugs, Yep, there we go.
Talk back on. Everweave. Double tap to activate. DM, you press your blade deeper against the prone leader's throat, demanding answers from the cowering thugs. Roll result is 13 vs 13. This is success. Roll result is DM, your blade presses deeper, a thin line of crimson tracing the scarred leader's neck as you deliver your sharp rebuke. The remaining thugs flinch, their eyes wide with fear as they see the grim determination in your sapphire gaze. Syndicate Thug 2, trembling visibly, stammers the boss. He's usually in the back, but he ain't here. He left hours ago, said something about a big score, a caravan coming in from the west. Said he'd be at the old warehouse by the docks, the one with the broken mast on the roof. He gestures vaguely towards the back of the safe house, clearly desperate to appease you. Syndicate Thug 1, pale and silent, nods in agreement, unwilling to challenge his companion's sudden burst of honesty. DM, you stand over the defeated scarred leader, your blade still poised, as the terrified thugs blurt out information about their absent boss and a possible lead at the docks. The air crackles with tension, the combat encounter far from over. It's Syndicate Thug 1's turn. DM, Syndicate Thug 2, his eyes wide with terror, stumbles backward, then turns and bolts for the nearest exit, tripping over his own feet in a desperate attempt to escape your wrath. Syndicate Thug 2 surrenders. NPC left the combat. DM, Syndicate Thug 1, seeing his companion scramble away in fear and his leader bleeding at your feet, lets out a whimper and makes a desperate dash for the exit, abandoning any pretense of defiance. Syndicate Thug 1 surrenders.
Yeah, he did.
NPC left the combat.
Yes, he did.
DM, the Syndicate's safe house fell silent as your decisive action unfolded. With a swift, brutal strike, you silenced the arrogant scarred leader, his defiance dissolving into a pool of crimson at your feet. Though one thug landed a glancing blow, your intimidation fractured their resolve. You pressed your advantage, your blade at the leader's throat, extracting vital information about their absent boss and a meeting at the docks. Terror consumed the remaining thugs, who, one by one, whimpered and fled into the city's chaotic embrace. You stand victorious, the air thick with the metallic tang of blood and the lingering scent of fear, the information you sought now within your grasp.
Yay! And that is the end of combat. I'm still a little disappointed that I don't get to choose my own combat. I mean, I guess I kind of did with my detailed what I wanted to do, but at the same time, I also like pressing the dice to see it roll, choosing my action and all that. It's a little. This is more of a spoken action relay than looking at your character sheet, clicking on something when I use D&D Beyond. Anyways, so that is that. I am actually going to end here, everyone. That was a good session. I think I did pretty well for a first time exploring a character, because this is the only one I got. I did not expect that to go the way it did. There's definitely things that I'm a little sad about, but all in all, this is actually pretty good for an app that's still basically in beta testing. I mean, it's not beta testing, it's still evolving is what I should say. It's still being perfected at this time, which you can find in the Discord server. As you can see, they have their own Discord server that everybody has access to if you like to join it. And they do take comments and things like that. Look at all these little things. You can chat with people. And if there's bugs in your game, let them know. And they will resolve it. I don't know who it is or anything like that. But this is pretty cool. App that is here, so it's definitely good for beginners so far. You don't have to worry about the dice roll at this time. You just gotta worry about working on your role playing. So if this is something that you're into, this is definitely something you should explore to understand the storyline. Anyways, love you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.